Hello, dear friend. Imagine a journey that lasts only 3 hours but is enough to completely change your life. A journey after which stress, anxiety, and uncertainty will no longer be barriers that hinder you. Sounds great, right? Surprisingly, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism actually holds the key to unlocking a more resilient, focused, and fulfilling life. In the pressure-filled modern world, finding peace and resilience amidst chaos is something many people yearn for. But did you know that, more than 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophy provided the tools we needed to overcome these challenges? Stoicism teaches us how to find contentment and strength through virtue, wisdom, and the understanding that we control our reactions to external situations. Over the next 3 hours, we will delve into the core of Stoicism, exploring its origins, key concepts, and the lives of famous Stoic philosophers. But most importantly, we'll learn practical strategies based on the teachings of Stoicism that you can apply immediately to your life. These strategies will help you develop mental clarity, emotional strength, and a deep sense of inner peace. By the end of this journey, you will not only have a deeper insight into Stoicism, but also possess practical tools to transform the way you face life's challenges. You will learn how to turn obstacles into opportunities, stress into serenity, and uncertainty into understanding. If you're ready to transform your life with the wisdom of Stoicism, join me in taking the first step. Welcome to 3 hours to transform your life with Stoicism. Let this transformational journey begin. Let's go find out together. What doesn't fire you up to keep others engaged? Sometimes you forget yourself when trying to please everyone around you. This is a powerful reminder that self-care and kindness go hand in hand. Ancient Stoic philosophy emphasizes this. In a modern, stressful life, being loved and always willing to help can turn kindness into a habit of hurting yourself. Have you ever heard the advice that you should try your best for others, even surpass your own limits? Do you think that's too much? Kindness is no longer a virtue when it exhausts you both mentally and physically. That's self-destruction. Many people have lost their way, giving too much to the point of feeling empty, unappreciated, and exhausted. This is the tragedy of modern times. But Stoicism shows us another path where you can be generous without giving up who you are, kind without being unkind to yourself. A generous way of life, both to help make the lives of others better and to take good care of yourself. It's time we apply the principles of Stoicism to set healthy boundaries so that your kindness doesn't drain you, but instead builds and nourishes you. The story of two gardeners who live next door to each other. One person always takes good care of his garden, and the other often spends time helping other people's gardens. Diligent gardeners devote enough time and resources to their garden, making it a lush and growing place. On the contrary, the other person neglected his garden because he was too busy taking care of someone else's garden, causing it to become desolate and die. This is a reminder of the importance of taking care of yourself before helping others. If you want to help someone, ask yourself, if this help lasts, am I taking good care of myself? Set healthy boundaries to ensure that in your efforts to be kind, you don't forget to be kind to yourself. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "People do not burn themselves to warm others." This is a warning against falling into the trap of excessive kindness. Imagine being willing to help others, never saying no, and giving a little of yourself until there's nothing left. You will become someone who is always there for others, but when you need help, you find yourself alone. Being kind to others is important, but being kind to yourself is even more important. Marcus Aurelius always reminds that taking care of yourself is the first duty. We cannot truly help others if we do not take good care of ourselves. And the story of a mother and her adult daughter living in a small town. The mother always takes care of her daughter to the point of not letting her fend for herself. When the mother passed away, the daughter began to learn how to be independent. This story shows you that even if we have good intentions, helping too much can hinder the growth of others. So to keep kindness from becoming a burden, we need to find balance. You cannot pour from an empty cup. We need to keep ourselves full, both mentally and physically, to be able to help others in a sustainable way. Imagine a situation where you can show kindness or help someone without expecting anything in return. Do it and feel joy from the act of kindness itself, not from the expectation of receiving anything in return. This will help you maintain balance and a sense of fulfillment, while avoiding burnout and feeling taken advantage of. When you hear about being true to yourself and doing meaningful acts of kindness, this not only brings happiness but also helps us maintain our personal values. Sometimes we wonder if taking care of our own needs is selfish. Actually, this is necessary in modern life, with Stoicism always emphasizing you and me on self-control and resilience, helping us build an inner fortress, control ourselves, and set clear boundaries. There are times when I feel like I'm being taken advantage of out of kindness. Sometimes, always trying to help others without setting limits can make you look weak. When there are no boundaries, your kindness can be seen as an opportunity for someone else to gain something. This leads to feelings of exhaustion and unappreciation. But everything changes when you firmly set limits, showing that you value your time and energy. This makes others respect you more. One of the most important figures in Stoic philosophy, Seneca, said it best: "What you think about yourself is much more important than what other people think about you." Setting limits and maintaining discipline not only protects your mental and emotional health, but also brings respect from those around you. Remember that the word no has the power to change everything. It shows that you value yourself and expect respect from others. Stoicism teaches us that saying no is not selfish, but a courageous act of self-care. This helps you avoid burnout and build relationships based on respect and mutual interest. Sometimes, being always ready to help others can cause you to miss out on moments of happiness and relaxation. This reminds us that balance is key to a healthy relationship. Setting boundaries is an important Stoic principle. Not only will it make you happier, but it will also make your relationships better. People tend to respect you more when you are strong enough to say no. This shows your self-esteem and independence. Stoicism encourages us to not let old habits control us, and to learn how to respond intelligently to challenges. In relationships, it's important to know who is worth your time and energy. Sometimes, you encounter people who just want to take advantage of your kindness. Stoicism helps you realize the true value of relationships and know when to say no. Not only will this help you avoid burnout, but it will also ensure that your relationships are mutually beneficial. And Seneca once said that kindness is a treasure. Keeping your kindness as a treasure to be mined only when necessary is a reminder of the importance of kindness. Stoicism helps us understand that kindness and generosity should be measured and should not be allowed to drain our energy. Take some time for self-reflection. You have the power to control your mind, not external events. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this and you will find strength. You can achieve superior mental strength through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. Are you ready? Let's begin. Don't pay attention to what other people think. Instead, focus on your own mind. An important part of mastering your mind is letting go of other people's perceptions of you. This will help you move away from the noise of the world and towards clarity in your own thinking. First step is to realize that the only thing you truly have control over is your mind. I never cease to be amazed by that. We love ourselves more than anyone else, but care more about their opinions than our own. Marcus Aurelius said in a meditation that we all love ourselves more than others, care more about their opinions than our own. Imagine a world where every criticism or unwanted opinion of your choices vanishes in the light of self-awareness. This is not about building a wall around your ego, but about planting a garden in your mind where your values and beliefs nourish your thoughts instead of the judgments of others. As you move forward to master your mind, you must eliminate these outside influences. This will allow your true self to develop without the approval of others. Consider the case of a young artist who shows promising talent, but whose sense of self is paralyzed by fear of judgment. His every stroke was accompanied by fear of what others would think, until he stumbled upon the principles of Stoicism. It took him a while to learn that his worth was based on his own opinions, and that criticism was just the surface of a deep ocean of self-confidence. As he turned his attention inward, his art evolved into a true reflection of his inner world, freed from the fear of judgment. This is not an easy road. You must constantly fight the urge to seek approval from others. However, this discipline is where freedom is found. Stoic philosophy advises focusing on what's inside you rather than what's outside. By focusing on your own mind, you follow this principle. Honoring your own judgment, recovery, and growth is another aspect of mental mastery, in addition to reflecting on outside opinions. Emotional stability and mental training are like forging steel in fire. Think about the journey of a young business owner whose startup is about to fail because of the economy. He feels discouraged every time he fails or is rejected. But he pressed on, treating each problem as a lesson in disguise. Not only did this person overcome the challenge, but they also became stronger, more resilient, and had a better idea of how to move forward. The ability to face adversity head-on and draw strength from it, pave the way, is a testament to emotional resilience. Emotional resilience doesn't mean ignoring setbacks or pain. It means realizing that you have the power and wisdom to understand them in a way that helps you grow as a person and strengthens your inner strength. Accept this wisdom. See how strong you are and improve the story of your journey by taking control of your mind. Next, use the power of how you see things. Sometimes, a moment of sudden chaos can stagger you, but if you can train yourself to see footsteps instead of drops of water, you will see the steadfast wisdom of Epictetus, who said that people are concerned not with things, but with their views on things. Rank. Perception is like a window to the outside world. It helps us understand what we see. When life throws you into rough seas, it doesn't always mean you'll drown. It may just mean that you are being given the opportunity to learn how to swim. You should direct your mind to thoughts that help you instead of thoughts that hurt you. For example, if your work presentation doesn't go as planned, don't see it as a failure, but as a valuable lesson that will improve your ability and resilience for future tasks. Future. We can turn problems into opportunities by understanding and using our mental lens. When trouble arises, imagine yourself as a wrestler whose symbols resemble a coach paired with a rude young man. This reminds us of the Stoic saying that true humanity is revealed in difficult times. Think of every mistake you make as a learning opportunity that helps you control your mind. Next, do what nature tells you to do. Uncertainty and change are necessary for life, but they are not necessarily harmful to peace. On the contrary, these sudden changes give us the opportunity to adapt and grow. When you don't know what to expect, don't freeze in despair or let fear cloud your judgment. Move forward with the knowledge that change is a normal part of life. We can navigate the turbulent undercurrents of life with serenity if we are in tune with the currents and laws of nature. Would we curse the sky if Mother Nature let rain on a sunny day, or threw a storm into a clear night sky? We don't think so, because we know that everything is natural and beyond our control. This is how we should deal with life's rough waves. Accept them and adapt to resilience. You can experience an unparalleled level of peace and empowerment by accepting the flow of life and sailing with the changing tides. Nature and life itself are not things we can change to suit our needs. Instead, we need to learn how to blend in with them naturally and gracefully without losing ourselves. Fifth, be disciplined with yourself. Think about your life so far and how it has changed. You've probably encountered things that make you want to go off track, like wanting to watch your favorite show instead of studying for an exam, or eating too much of that delicious piece of cake while you're trying to maintain your diet. Me. The nobility of ambition and the power of discipline is a thought that the great Stoic philosopher Seneca had. This is a beautiful reflection of another important lesson in mastering your mind. Practicing self-discipline. Become your own master. First, we must understand and acknowledge how important discipline is to protect our life goals. It is a shield that keeps us from wasting precious time and energy on other things. Just as a skilled gardener always takes care of a large number of colorful flower beds, no matter how beautiful those roses are, he must also take care of his tulips and sunflower. So, how to cultivate such a mind? Pay attention to when temptation tries to steer you in the wrong direction. When you see these things, don't look at them with a harshly judgmental eye. Instead, see them as normal parts of life. When you know what distracts you from your path, it will be easier for you to think of ways to prevent these distractions. Like a gardener growing many different types of flowers, you need to be able to see and address each distraction with unwavering determination. Self-discipline is certainly one of the most important foundations of mental mastery. When you feel like giving up or giving in to temptation, remember the wise words of Epictetus: "Nothing great is created suddenly." The same goes for practicing self-discipline. It is a never-ending journey and requires constant attention and effort. Finally, enjoy the present moment. Have you ever been so preoccupied that you thought about a regret or a worry, you forgot to enjoy the beauty of the moment? Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't let the big picture of your life weigh you down." You shouldn't be concerned about all the different problems that may have happened in the past or may happen in the future. Just think about the present and what can be solved. We should try to enjoy life because it happens one precious moment at a time. Every breath we take and every emotion we have must bring us back to the present moment. Don't think about a finished chapter in the past or an unwritten chapter in the future. These thoughts take away the power and beauty of living and enjoying the present. Instead of worrying about things that are beyond your control, enjoy the present and use your energy to make it better. Time waits for no one, always slips through our hands, leaving us to walk a thin line between our memories of the past and our hopes for the future. To find the true power of life, we must realize that right now is all we have. Let yourself enjoy every sunrise and every compliment you receive, every cup of coffee you drink, and fully participate in every conversation. Enjoy every moment of the present. Just accepting what is happening right now is not enough. You have to actively immerse yourself in it. It's about enjoying every part of today without letting the darkness of yesterday or the unknowns of tomorrow dim its light. At this point, it's about living as if you were living for the second time, and as if you acted as wrongly the first time as you are about to act now. Seneca said that mastering your mind begins with mastering the moment. Follow this philosophy and you will be amazed at how it can change you as you work to become mentally strong. So if you want to reach your full intellectual potential and accept challenges with a clear head, let's look at the 10 keys to becoming smarter and doing better in everything you do. This journey will help you discover yourself and develop intellectually. First, encourage people to develop curiosity. Your curiosity is like a spark of intelligence. Think of curiosity as a compass guiding you through a vast sea of information. When you are curious, you are always ready to find answers and become smarter. Let's say you're a college student, learning about history in class. You have never heard of this topic before. Instead of passively absorbing information from the teacher, you show interest in class. You learn about the leads and outcomes of these historical events, wondering why people in the past behaved the way they did, and how this event might have affected the world. You are still more interested in many things in your current life. You start reading more books and other materials on the topic after class, searching online and participating in online discussion. This will not only help you understand the topic better, but also see its history and relevance to current life in a bigger picture. Your interest has led you to learn new things, expanding your horizons, making you smarter in the way you understand and interact with the world around you. So how do you become more caring? Look at the world around you as if it were completely new. Examine things and ask questions. You don't understand them. Be open to new things. Read books on a variety of topics and learn about other cultures. Remember that interest is the fire of learning. It makes you smarter because you're taking care of it. Second, reading a variety of books is a great way to increase your knowledge and intelligence. When you read a lot, it's like opening a treasure chest filled with information, experiences, and thoughts. You can travel to distant places, accessing knowledge from many different generations and cultures. Every page of the book offers an opportunity to learn, reflect, and expand perspective. Reading makes you smarter, whether you're reading about the intricacies of quantum physics, the intricacies of human relationships in a novel, or the mysteries of ancient civilizations. Reading also helps you build your vocabulary and language skills, helping you communicate clearly and get your point across. Make a book list on a variety of topics. Read books, articles, or blogs about things that interest you. Make sure your list is diverse and complete so you can find new ideas and information. Once you have your list, set aside time each day or week to read it. Use this time as a valuable opportunity to reflect and learn. Joining book clubs or discussion groups is also a good way to get the most out of reading. You can share your thoughts and opinions, learn from what others have to say, find new books, and get recommendations from other readers. Third, it is important to maintain a growth mindset. This comes from a strong belief that your skills, knowledge, and awareness can naturally get better when you work, study hard, and persevere. Instead of avoiding situations where failure is likely, maintain this mindset of embracing challenges and difficulties as learning opportunity. You will face them with courage and determination, believing that failure is a normal part of learning, not a reflection of your abilities. Be open to constructive feedback and continue to develop your mind. For example, if you are a student and pursuing your career, one day you get the results of an important test and you failed. Instead of giving up and feeling insecure, you choose to learn from your shortcomings and mistakes. You make a new study plan, search for useful materials, and put in more effort to learn more. Because you have a growth mindset, you not only overcome failure but also become better at what you do. You discover that you are becoming stronger, more flexible, and better able to cope with future challenges. Fourth, learn to think critically. Critical thinking means viewing, evaluating, and understanding information in a fair and reasonable way. It helps you question what you think and look at things from different perspectives. This is important for better understanding complex problems and effective problem solving. Be intellectually humble, willing to admit when you are wrong, and change your mind if new information becomes available. Avoid bias and think about all relevant information before drawing conclusions. Suppose you are a student doing a project for school. When you receive information from many different sources, it can be difficult to know which source to trust. Instead of accepting things at face value, you carefully evaluate the credibility of each source. In this way, you write a well-thought-out research project based on evidence. Fifth, learn to listen actively. Active listening is an important skill for job accomplishment and personal growth. That means giving your full attention to the speaker, listening carefully, and trying to see things from their point of view. This will help you understand better, improve your communication, make your relationships stronger, and learn a lot about other people's thoughts and feeling. Let's say you're having a group discussion with other people in the company. Instead of looking at your phone or having side conversations, you choose to actively listen. You look at the person speaking and nod to show you're paying attention. Don't interrupt, and let them finish. You also ask clarifying questions and rephrase important points to ensure you fully understand their point of view. Active listening helps you respect others and makes it easier for people to talk and share their ideas. Sixth, learn how to solve problems. Problem solving is an important part of being smart and learning to achieve desired results. You need to be creative, persistent, and willing to take risks. Look at problems with a positive perspective and believe that you can overcome them. For example, if you have a difficult problem at work, bring your team members together, bounce ideas, and find different solutions. You promote open communication and creative thinking, looking at things from different perspectives and questioning what people think they know. By working together and trying new things, you can come up with an effective plan of action and make good use of your resources to solve the problem. Seventh, encourage creativity and new ideas. Innovation and creativity are what sustain progress and intellectual development. Think outside the box, question the status quo, and come up with new ideas and solutions. Suppose you are an artist creating a new painting. Instead of sticking with old styles, you experiment with new mediums and styles. You let go of old ideas and let your imagination run wild, finding new ways to express yourself and create a masterpiece that inspires others. Eighth, build a love of learning. That means being interested, eager, and motivated to learn new things and improve your skills. Think of learning as a journey, rather than a goal and end. Enjoy the search for knowledge. Suppose you are a student preparing for a test. Instead of viewing studying as a chore, you approach it with interest and excitement. You seek out new information and ways of learning, think critically and creatively, and use what you've learned to solve problems and handle real-world situations. Ninth, surround yourself with people with different perspectives. That means seeking out people with different experiences, backgrounds, and perspectives, and having an open and honest conversation with them. You can broaden your horizons, test your assumptions, and see more of the world. This helps you become more caring and knowledgeable, build stronger relationships, and change the world for the better. For example, if you are working on a project with people from different cultures, value different perspectives. Ask your teammates for feedback and encourage them to share their thoughts and ideas. Pay attention to what they say and try to understand their perspectives and experience. You can use collective intelligence to come up with new solutions based on different perspectives. Finally, remember that your intelligence is not something that stays the same, but something that changes over time. You can reach incredible intellectual heights and do amazing things you never thought possible. Accept failure and use it to learn. Failure teaches us something, gives us the opportunity to think and become better. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you found the content useful, please leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Do you know anything about Stoicism or have any experiences you'd like to share? We look forward to receiving your comments. Don't forget to like and follow the channel so you don't miss the next interesting videos. I would love to take a moment to express my profound gratitude to all of you for your amazing support and encouragement. Your continuous help makes me feel truly grateful and motivates me every day. Cannot express how important the support you have given me is, and it has helped me overcome many difficulties. I am so appreciative and grateful that you have always been loyal and wonderful viewers. Thank you all for always being by my side and cheering me on endlessly.